This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
Economy, innovation, culture, exploration. Discover the vibrant pulse of China's economy and dive into the rich tapestry of its culture. Embark on a journey of exploration with Meet China. Here, your journey begins.
Hello and welcome to Meet China. I'm Taran He. In today's episode, we bring you 4 stories that highlight the forces shaping China today, from automotive innovation in the Yangtze River Delta to the global rise of Chinese pharmaceuticals to viral street food in Rongchang and an unforgettable mountaineering challenge. We begin in the Yangtze River Delta, one of China's most economically dynamic regions, which is now emerging as a powerhouse for the new energy vehicle industry. From legacy automakers to LiDAR firms and smart car startups, we visit 3 companies to find out what makes this region such fertile ground for electric mobility.
This is not a light show. It's a demonstration of how vehicles see its surroundings with lasers.
The lasers are coming from this little black box called LiDAR.
LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging. It helps autonomous driving systems to navigate roads safely. The sensor emits light pulses that bounce off nearby objects. By measuring how long it takes for each pulse to come back, it can calculate distances. This happens millions of times per second to create a 3D map. If the LiDAR detects that something is too close, it could automatically trigger the brakes.
We're driving on a 200-meter track that's designed to simulate the real road conditions, and the LiDAR on the top of this car is detecting everything that might pose a risk to the car and its people inside.
But can car cameras do the same?
LiDAR is not to replace cameras. Camera can solve many problems, but camera is very reliable on external lights.
In heavy rain or fog, normal cameras may struggle to see clearly. Sometimes computers might fail to recognize unusually shaped objects. In those instances, LiDAR helps to keep things safer.
LiDAR is like seatbelts. Having better LiDAR and more LiDAR will save lives.
Andrew Fan is the CFO of Hesai Technology, a global leader in LiDAR based in Shanghai, China. The company was founded in 2014 and today it supplies about 1/3 of all automotive LiDARs used around the world. All its R&D and production is based in the Yangtze River Delta, a high-end manufacturing hub centered around Shanghai.
Yangtze River Delta has its own unique competitiveness in terms of client bases, supply chains, human resources, and more importantly, the business environment here.
The Yangtze River Delta spans about 350,000 square kilometers of flat terrain, roughly the size of Germany. It hosts a full automotive industrial chain with dozens of car makers and thousands of suppliers. Taicang is a small city just next to Shanghai. It has been home to German auto parts giant Schaeffler for 30 years.
This is one of Schaeffler's 5 plants in Taicang, and as you can see behind me, all these automated machines are cranking out hundreds of different types of parts into a regular combustion engine.
Here in Taicang, we achieved what we call the 3 100s. Within 100 kilometers, we can source most of our raw materials. Within 100 minutes, we can reach to most of our customers. And we have over 100 suppliers located nearby.
Such regional responsiveness wouldn't be possible without strong and reliable transportation infrastructure. In the Yangtze River Delta, expressways stretch over 17,000 kilometers, connecting nearly every city and county in the region. Through this network, both Schaeffler and Hesai's products can quickly reach the same customer 150 kilometers away.
This is Zeekr's intelligent factory in Ningbo, Zhejiang Province, and efficiency here is truly off the chart. Every minute, there's a car rolling off the assembly line.
Zeekr is a young Chinese carmaker focused on premium electric vehicles. This major plant spans the size of 180 football fields and can produce up to 300,000 cars a year. While 75% of its component suppliers are located within a 4-hour drive.
This kind of ecosystem helps us save time. It used to take over 10 days to make a car, but now it can be done as little as 2 days from order to delivery.
Cars in China are all left-handed, but in Zeekr's factory, you'll see many right-handed cars like this one. So that means the cars here are not just for sales in China, but all over the world.
Yangtze River Delta is located along China's eastern coast. Multiple major ports in the region offer fast shipping routes to the rest of the world, which is naturally in favor of car exports.
The shorter the transport distances are, the less the inventory volumes are. This helps us to lower the logistic costs.
In 2024, auto exports from the Yangtze River Delta hit $45 billion, making up nearly 40% of China's total. And coming to the first 3 months of 2025, 2 million vehicles were produced in the region. That means 1 in every 4 new cars made in China came from this cluster. And when it comes to the new energy vehicles, that share rises to more than 1/3. So the Yangtze River Delta isn't just building cars, it's building the future.
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
From automotive innovation to pharmaceutical frontiers, our next story takes us from Sichuan Province to the world stage. We meet a CEO of one of China's fastest growing oncology pharmaceutical firms. With a strong focus on research and meeting international quality standards, his company now exports medicines to over 60 countries, becoming part of a broader wave of Chinese biotech companies going global.
He left China at 15, a teenager from Sichuan Province chasing dreams and dreams in the UK. Now, Ding Zhao leads one of China's fastest growing oncology drug makers. At Cambridge University, Ding studied pharmacology. Then came a choice, stay in the West or return home to build.
Back then, China had almost no first-in-class cancer drugs. Nearly all innovative treatments came from Europe and the US. Some hadn't even entered the Chinese market, and those that did were protected by patents, so they were extremely expensive. Many patients had no choice but to give up treatment. That's why I wanted to come back and start a company to make high-quality cancer drugs that people can actually afford.
In 2010, Ding Zhao returned to Sichuan with nothing but a mission to build a pharmaceutical company rooted in research and up to international standards.
Back in 2015 and 2016, we had already invested a lot, but revenue was still very low. The company was on the brink of bankruptcy. But even in the toughest times, we held on to one belief: we had to develop truly effective drugs. So we never stopped our research.
His efforts paid off. In 2015, Huiyu became China's first oncology drug maker to secure UK regulatory approval, a milestone Ding calls years of sleepless nights. It was a big step for the company and for Chinese medicine going global.
It also represents a growing force in China's pharmaceutical industry, bringing Chinese brands onto the global stage.
Another breakthrough came in 2017, this time at home. Huiyu's drug for lung cancer passed a major quality test, the first of its kind in China to do so. A year later, the company was selected in a national program to supply to public hospitals. To win the bid, they had to cut prices sharply.
We bid at nearly our production cost. Part of it was to keep our capacity running. As long as we could cover our costs, we were happy to do our part for society. I responded positively and joined in.
But Ding's ambition didn't stop at generic drugs. His team is now working on 14 innovative cancer drug candidates, including a first-in-class antibody drug conjugate, or ADC treatment, that targets a protein on cancer cells called CDCP1. If successful, the drug could offer a new approach to precision cancer treatment.
Our project is likely the world's first ADC drug targeting the CDCP1 protein. It could bring new hope to cancer patients who feel they've run out of options and give them a new chance to extend their lives.
Ding Zhao is betting big. Over 30% of Huiyu's revenue is now reinvested in research. And he's not alone in thinking long-term. Across the company, scientists see their work as more than just a job. They carry the weight of real hope.
We hope to develop best-in-class drugs that meet unmet clinical needs and truly ease patient suffering. If we can help turn cancer into a manageable chronic disease, that would be our ultimate goal.
With grit and vision, the company is making waves in cancer treatment not just at home, but also abroad.
We're now a key supplier of oncology injectables in the UK. When there's a shortage in the market, they often come to us first and ask if we can help. They see us as a reliable partner they can count on.
This once small, domestic company is now global. Huiyu's products are now sold in 68 countries and counting. Overseas sales shot up over 90% last year, all part of China's growing footprint in international pharma.
Over the past decade, I think China's pharmaceutical innovation has grown from elementary school level to at least graduate level. Just look at one number. 10 years ago, China's overseas licensing deals in pharma were close to zero. By 2024, that figure had reached $50 billion in the European and US markets. I'd say pharma is now one of China's leading sectors in outbound tech licensing.
It's private pharmaceutical companies like Huiyu that are leading that change. Ding Zhao estimates that over 90% of the industry's innovation now comes from the private sector.
Pharma is a high-risk, high-investment, and long-cycle industry. Private companies are often more willing to take that leap, and they tend to be more flexible in how they operate.
From Sichuan to the world, the company's journey reflects a new generation of entrepreneurs making a difference with science, resolve, and heart. Taoyuan CGTN, Chengdu.
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
Now we head to Rongchang, where a local street vendor known as Brother Goose sparked a nationwide craze for braised goose after appearing on YouTuber iShowSpeed's viral live streams in China. But with the exposure comes a new challenge. How do you turn short-term internet fame into long-lasting success?
In early April 2025, Rongchang braised goose, an everyday dish for locals, became one of the most searched for culinary specialties on the internet, thanks to the popularity of American internet celebrity Speed and Rongchang influencer Lin Jiang, nicknamed Uncle. During the May 1st vacation, Rongchang district welcomed 2,345,000 tourists, 290,000 braised geese were sold, an increase of 752.53% year-on-year.
Orders have skyrocketed. We used to prepare 100 to 200 orders a day, but now we can reach 1,000 to 2,000 a day.
Rongchang district has 19 braised goose food processing companies and more than 500 workshops. The increase in online and offline orders has put a strain on the production and processing capacities of local companies. Many companies responded by hiring 2 times more manpower, raising wages and running production lines at full capacity. Rongchang was able to respond well to market needs initially, relying on stable product quality and prices.
We currently have 11 pots and 7 chefs. The production line runs from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., or 12 hours a day.
So you work a lot. How long does it take to cook the geese in the pots?
It takes an hour. The flesh has to fully absorb the fragrance of the spices.
How many geese in each pot?
Around 30. As we use relatively small pots, even though we're a company, we try to respect traditions when it comes to preparation and recipe. Without a doubt, the priority is to guarantee quality. If we only consider quantity, we would quickly experience problems related to product quality. We also control our production capacity for fear of quality flaws. We reduce production a little in order to achieve optimum quality.
The success of live streaming has not only resulted in a large number of orders for braised geese, but also the arrival of a large number of visitors. For Rongchang, the effervescence brought by social networks is ephemeral, so the key is how to get people to stick with it. Rongchang is rich in tourism resources. There are 3 national intangible cultural heritages: Rami weaving, pottery making, and folding fan making. Visitors to Rongchang can not only enjoy braised goose, but also visit villages created 1,000 years ago, discover intangible handicrafts, and immerse themselves in the natural landscape of the countryside. What's more, cultural activities are frequently organized, so that tourists who know Rongchang via social networks can get a real hands-on experience.
We continue to implement a series of cultural and tourism events under the title of Rongchang Millennium. We're talking about more than 180 activities a year, which generates a lot of attention on social networks and encourages people to visit Rongchang.
Faced with a huge number of orders, Yuzhou white geese produced locally in Rongchang experienced shortages. Braised goose companies rushed to buy geese from Hunan, Shandong, and other provinces. This has put higher demands on how the industry can improve its ability to secure high-quality raw materials in the future. With the expansion of the production scale, Rongchang will encourage standardized and intelligent large-scale breeding of commercial geese. Production will increase, ensuring a stable supply of raw materials. In addition, the district will intensify training and skills transfer in braised goose training to develop talents in this industry.
District attaches great importance to the development of the braised goose industry. It has specially updated the 3-year action plan for high-quality development of the braised goose industry. We drew up detailed projects for breeding, processing, sales, cultural products, and so on. We have provided corresponding support in terms of funds and technology. We are now working on the seamless integration of upstream and downstream industries, from breeding to ancillary products such as badminton shuttlecocks and other byproducts. We will integrate them all into the development plan.
By 2026, Rongchang District hopes to achieve an industrial braised goose production value of over 1 billion yuan. When the social media fever subsides, Rongchang will need to know how to keep up efforts, maintain high-quality development, and realize the transformation of the regional economy from internet celebrity to long-term prosperity.
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.
Finally, we head to the snow-capped peaks of southwest China, where I team up with a photographer for a personal mission to climb the first peak of Mount Sugunyao. Battling snowstorms and altitude sickness, we push on through alpine valleys and a pitch-black ascent, all in the hopes of catching the sunrise from a summit that's over 5,000 meters above sea level. Landed in Chengdu this morning, in Sichuan Province in southwest China, and got in the car straight away. Destination, Sugunyao Mountain, which translates to Mountain of the Four Sisters.
Let's check the map. Yeah, here we are. It's 17 kilometers from here to the. You see that?
Yeah. Well, at least look. At least we're going to be able to, get used to the altitude by camping a little bit first, and then we're going to make our way up to base camp.
Yeah.
Not just like in one go. So
Yes.
This is good. And then after that, we're going to try and make it to the summit.
Yeah, the altitude is 5,000.
Yeah. Go sign our lives away.
It's okay. Just 5,000. Let's go.
I think the altitude is quite high now, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe 3,500. The altitude is same as Lhasa.
So, I mean, I wouldn't expect this kind of soil or this kind of environment here.
How's your feeling?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I think it's also because there's a lot of vegetation, so I don't have like such a strong reaction to the altitude.
Here, the view is very beautiful. Look at the tree.
Yeah, this is what like a primeval forest should look like. There's lots of decay on the forest floor, which is feeding the soil, which is feeding the trees in return.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's really interesting how all of these cypress trees have these funny-looking moss growths on their branches.
Wow,
they're like the mani pile.
Make a wish. I want to have more hair. Yes.
Me too. Why do you think I'm wearing a hat?
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Let's keep going.
Keep going.
Oh man, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is the campsite?
Yeah, almost arrived.
Oh yes. This is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, a lot of people are into glamping these days, but it's quite the rage in China, but most people take those fancy tents to parks. This is real camping, out here in the great outdoors and getting Chunling to do everything because I have no idea how to set up tents.
Nice. Good night.
Good night. Oh,
morning.
Morning. You got breakfast ready?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, how'd you sleep?
Oh, very, very nice.
Mountain glacier water
with coffee.
Best ever decision.
And the view.
Can't get better than this.
Oh!
Really broke my tooth. I think I'm ready to take on the summit today.
Yeah. Go.
Okay.
Let's go to the base camp.
Let's get it. We're gonna claim the first peak.
Yeah.
Obviously, all that trekking though, especially going up, as the altitude increases, there was less oxygen, and I was just tired. I was just honestly tired.
Yeah.
I can feel my head. It's like I'm wearing a crown that is getting smaller and smaller.
Snow now.
How do you think that's going to affect our climb tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think. Hope we get good luck.
Luck is not exactly what I wanted to hear, but yes. We all set out together in the pitch dark.
Let's go.
All you could see were sort of like the headlight and that little beam of light in front of you, and other people's headlights. You literally can only see 1 meter in front of you and the person in front of you.
How far do you think we've come? Maybe it's just half, but I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Our mountain guide was saying, try not to keep your head down, try to look up, because if you're looking down, your altitude sickness will be worse. I remember looking up at that point and then just seeing these lights just going pretty much vertically all the way up there. And then I look down and there'll be more lights below me and then it's just like, it never ends. And then we reached the pass and immediately, like gale force, I don't know, 7, 8 horizontal winds just slammed right into my face. And it was so loud that I couldn't hear anything over the wind. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm not sure I can make it.
Oh wow. I'm running on short adrenaline. Here we go. Woo! Oh, the sun's coming out. Wow. It's beautiful. Look at that view. That view is incredible.
As the sun started coming up, I could slowly see more of what was around me, and it was breathtaking. Like, wow. There is nothing more awe-inspiring than feeling tiny before nature.
Absolutely spectacular. I'm surrounded by mountains. I don't think I'll do this again. I've ticked this off my thrill seeker's bucket list. I think I will never ever ever forget this experience.
That wraps up this edition of Meet China. From next-gen EVs to homegrown pharmaceuticals, viral street food and a high-altitude adventure, I hope we've given you a glimpse into China's evolving landscape. I'm Turan He, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.
Economy, innovation, culture, exploration. Discover the vibrant pulse of China's economy and dive into the rich tapestry of its culture. Embark on a journey of exploration with Meet China. Here, your journey begins.
This presentation was paid for by CGTN. The opinions, views, and claims expressed are those of CGTN and may not necessarily reflect those of CNBC.